guys, CFL-TECH back with another video from CFL-TECH. Today we have a review of the Sofabaton-X1S Smart Remote. Now this unit was sent to us by Sofabaton to check out, so thank you to them. Do you have remote control madness in your home? Do you have all of these remotes on your coffee table maybe, or by your TV? Well, we have plenty of remotes, as you can see as well. Now this device should be able to remedy the problem with too many remotes. Now this is a smart remote with a hub. So let's get into this box and show you what it contains, and then we'll get it set up to show you how it works. So let's get into this box. Now we did take off the cellophane that was around the box to make this a little easier, a little quicker here. And now we got the lid off. Now there's a couple of books here. You have an actual guide that's pretty helpful. We did check it out. Some nice information there should you need help to get set up. And there's also a quick start guide that comes with this as well. Now this will be linked down below if you want to purchase one of these. Let's get the remote out and see what else we have here. We have the hub, and we have a couple of USB cables, it looks like. Then we have IR blasters. And then of course you do need a power brick to get the hub running. That is very important. Let's get this stuff aside and get into this here and show you now all that you get in the box. So this is the whole thing all right here. So a nice little package that you get here with your smart remote. So let's look at the hub. Now we did get this out earlier, made it easier. Now this does come with some plastic that's wrapped around it to protect it. This is kind of glossy. So we did take the plastic off is what I'm saying. This is very glossy here, and you'll see on the front there's a light, and on the bottom here there are 4 rubberized corners here for stops so they don't skid, non-skid stops there, which is nice. Now you have the ports, you have the reset button here. So if you want to, I think you have to use this for setup, and we'll show you that. Here's a USB port for the power. And you have 2 ports here for the IR blasters. So that's pretty simple. That's pretty much it. You have your power brick here, and you have 2 USB cables. Now these are USB A to C. So you will use these for the remote control to charge it, and you use one for the Wi-Fi hub. So that's pretty simple to understand. Now here is the remote, and it feels pretty nice, a solid plastic, pretty smooth. Nice heft to it, not super heavy. Let's get this off here. And now you have your display. Now it looks like it has some power, which is nice to see. That's good. And they have a trackball here. This is kind of interesting. This is not a touch screen, so this is how you navigate. So that's an interesting feature there. And of course you have your multi-directional enter option here. Center button as well. Very tactile feel. There's your home, your back button, and then of course you have mute, volume rocker, probably channels and whatnot, fast forward, rewind, pause, play, and you could probably program these buttons, it looks like. Your power button's in the top left corner. Your back button is here for your display, so if you go to one of these here, then you go back, that's all that is. Kind of in an interesting spot. Not a touch screen, but hey, you know what? That's fine. We'll check it out here in a little bit to see how it performs. But that is pretty much it, what's in the box. So now let's go ahead and get this thing set up and show you how it is to set up. All right, guys, we have the hub powered up now. So what we need to do here now, once we have power to the hub, we need to do the Bluetooth connection. So with this now, we do need the Sofabaton app that you download from the Google Play Store or Apple Store. So you need to search for it by searching for Sofabaton and get that installed. And then once you get the app installed, you create a password, create an email and password so you can sign into the app. You have an account, so now you can start adding devices. So what we're going to do here first is get the Bluetooth going on the Wi-Fi hub. To get this paired, now you need to have your mobile phone connected to Bluetooth as well, and they both also need to be connected to the Wi-Fi network on the 2.4 gigahertz portion of your network. So on the back here, we have this button. Now this button is the Bluetooth pairing setup button. So you need to hold this down for 3 seconds, and what will happen is the light on the other side will now blink blue. So this is indicating that it is ready for pairing via Bluetooth. So now what we'll do is we'll go into the Sofabaton app and get this paired via Bluetooth. So let's go ahead and do that now, and we'll show you what the app has here. So once you get into the app, after you're signed in, you'll have a couple of options to select your device. You have the U series and X series. Now this is an X series device. Now we're gonna go back because this probably won't find the device via this method right now, because we were in here earlier and we noticed that if you go back in, you have to go up as go back to this portion here, set up as new hub. It is powered up, and now it's giving you the instructions that we already did. Now hold down for 3 seconds, get the light blinking blue, which we have. So now you see the Wi-Fi hub is showing there, Sofabaton-X1S-8554, local Bluetooth devices. So it is now via Bluetooth. Now we want to connect to Wi-Fi. So we select that. Now it's saying here 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi for the hub connection, like we said earlier. So you need to be on that portion of your network. So we're going to select the first network here, and we're going to go ahead and put in our information to get signed in. And once that happens, it should go through its steps here. Now it's sending Wi-Fi credentials, confirming Wi-Fi connection, accessing cloud account, and configuring node association. So it's doing that, and it is now done. So that was pretty quick. And now you have here the select the desired hub. Now it's showing here connection is successful. So now we're ready to start adding different devices. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and add our TCL TV. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, you have several options here. You have infrared, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and RF. Now, for this TV, we're going with infrared because it is an infrared remote. You point it at the TV and it communicates via that method. Let's go ahead and do that. Now you have methods to search. You have a method to, you have a test command from cloud and learning. So which method do you prefer to add the infrared device? We're going to go by search model. That's going to be easier. And what we'll do here is we'll search for our TV. So it is a TCL device. And now we look for our model number. Now I know it's a 55-inch TV. It's a 55Q model. So we got to go down here to the 55 section. And this one is 55Q. So we need to go down a bit here. And there it is, 55Q750G. So now it's just giving you a command list here. So it's showing you all the different commands for the remote control. And they are pretty much looking like they're already defaulted to that. So that's good to see. So we're gonna go ahead and hit next. And now if you want to rename it, you can. We're gonna leave it as TCL. You could change the icon, which is already a TV. So we'll leave it as that. So now it's complete, we hit complete, and now it's downloading the code library for the TV. So this is nice, it'll give you all the commands will be now downloaded onto the Wi-Fi hub. So you can use your remote because the remote will be communicating with your Wi-Fi hub. Now you want to make sure that your hub is not too far from your remote and your TV. You probably want to be within about 30 feet or so. If you have any issues once you set up your remote and it's not working, you may want to check and see where your hub is, make sure it's in good view. Also, you can use the IR blasters for different devices that are kind of in a cabinet, say, and you need to have better communication. You can always use the RF blasters. So here we go, the device has been added to the hub. And now we have the TCL TV showing. Now you notice it says not configured, so you have to tap on this. Now it's going to show you here, you have before creating an activity, you need to complete the device's power settings and source configuration. Also, by the way, it is now a green light here showing you are connected now via Wi-Fi, so that's a good indicator right there that you're green. With being green, you're good to go. You are now connected. Now you see here you have all of the buttons. Now you can control your TV with your app, so which is kind of cool as well. But let's go into power settings because we need to get this set up here. So power state settings now, what should the current device do when switching to an activity that doesn't include it? Well, we have a remote with one button for power, so we're gonna keep it as turn off when, well, that's the next portion, I'm getting ahead of myself here. What should the current device do when switching to an activity that doesn't include it? Turn off when not in use. So that's what we're gonna do. Now here it is. How does your device control the power switch? Only a power key, same action. So we're gonna keep that as that. And now here we should be all set up. Now that's complete. So turn off, on and off sequence. Now that device is set up. So let's see, let's do one, oh, we need to do source configuration. So let's go ahead and do that. I do not need to switch input. And now it should be good. See, now it is configured. We just got a little ahead of ourselves there. So now you are good to go. The device is configured, the TCL remote. So let's go ahead and add another remote here, or another device remote. Let's go ahead and do a Wi-Fi one. Now we do have a Roku stream bar. So let's go ahead and add that. Now it's giving you a message here. Due to the latest update for Roku devices, the Sofabaton hub via Wi-Fi might not directly be controllable. So that is not good. So we need to fix this. You need to go to Settings, System, Advanced System Settings, Control by Mobile Apps, Network Access, and change the settings to permissive. Now that's on your Roku device. You can do that with your current Roku remote. So you can do that by going to those settings here. So then it will work once you do that if you're having any problems. So that's a good message here to know that you need to go ahead and do that. So there's the Roku. Now you can change the icon if you want. For this one, we're gonna go Roku. So you do have Roku, so that's nice. That's complete. And now it's downloading the library like it did for the previous device for the TCL TV. So it's getting the codes, all that good stuff. And now that is there. It is configuring the file. So now you have another device set up. So this one here again is not configured. Now the power settings, turn off when not in use. And it's a separate power on and off button. Only a power key, same action. So this one, we're gonna go with that. And now we should be configured. So there you go. Roku Stream Bar is now on there. And let's go check here on the remote. So on the remote, you can probably see it there. It'll say Roku Stream Bar and also TCL. So they are now both on here. So that's good to see. Both are now configured on the remote. So that's pretty easy. Let's go back. So that is very easy. So let's go now and take a look at adding another device. Let's go ahead and do Fire TV. So for this one, we need to do Bluetooth as an option. So let's go ahead and do Fire TV. And now it's downloading the library. So it did find the Fire TV pretty easily there. So we're gonna have to do additional steps though with the Bluetooth devices. So with this device and with the Roku, we'll need to go to the TV here shortly and set that up via the Bluetooth settings. So it's giving you instructions here, waiting for Bluetooth device to connect. So you have to go to your Bluetooth settings of your device and discover Sofabaton device, then pair Sofabaton device with your device within 3 minutes. If the time is up and the pairing failed, please start from scratch, like add your device via Bluetooth mode in our app again or reach Sofabaton service. So that's that. We'll do that here shortly, but right now we do have now that device is not showing because we didn't go through the steps. Now the Roku Stream Bar did set up for some reason. That is also that was done through Wi-Fi, so that's why it's showing. So when you do the other devices that are Bluetooth, you need to go to your TV and use the remote control for that device and go to the Bluetooth settings so you can configure the Sofabaton remote, get it set up via Bluetooth, and then you should be good to go. So those are 3 devices there. we're gonna go ahead now and go to our TV and show you how to do the Bluetooth connection, and also show you the remote in action, showing you how it works with the TV, with the Roku device, and also with the Fire TV. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, we're at the TV now. We have the Wi-Fi hub and the remote ready to go. Now, we did add the TCL TV and the Roku stream bar earlier. We will add the Fire TV via Bluetooth here right at the TV as it's required to do so. So you go into the Fire TV interface, into the Bluetooth settings to add the device. Now, let's just show the remote here real quick. Now, we do have both devices now, Roku stream bar and TCL TV. So let's go into the TCL TV. And let's go to the HDMI ports here. So if you see now, they are changing. So this remote is now controlling the TV's input. So that's really good to see. Let's go to input 3 and go to Fire TV. So even though it does move around and it will control the Fire TV as it's doing there, you still want to add it for more customization options. So we're going to go do that now. So let's bring up the app here and show you how to add the Fire TV. We did it earlier, but we let it time out. It gives you about 3 minutes to do the Bluetooth pairing. So let's go ahead and add a device, and we're going to do this via Bluetooth, and we're going to select Fire TV. Let's change the icon to Amazon. Now we'll do complete, and now it will download the code library. So it'll get ready here and give you all the command options, which is nice. And that does happen relatively quickly here, with a good internet connection, of course, and Bluetooth and all that stuff. So let's see. Now we have it configuring the file, and you'll soon see now, you'll get the screen here with the instructions. So we do need to now go navigate, and we are using the remote here with the X1S. Let's go to settings. And we need to go to controllers and Bluetooth settings. And now you need to go to other Bluetooth settings. And Sofabaton-X1S-Review-Setup is there. So let's go ahead and we're connecting the device. Device connected. So that is pretty much it. So now the device, it's showing you on the app here, complete. So that's good. Now it's saying not configured. Let's go into that and go into power settings, just like with the TV. Turn off when not in use, we'll keep that. And only a power key, same action. How does your device control the power switch? Only a power key, same action. And we'll say complete. So now the device should be showing here as it's configured and ready to go. So once you go into Fire TV, you have all of these options. You can control it in the app as it was showing here. So you have the remote in the app, which is also nice if you want to use it that way. And now let's show the TCL. Let's go show the remote, that is. And we're going to have to go, you have to hit back up here. Now the Fire TV is showing. So the Fire TV is now an option. So you have power and you have different options in here. Of course, you can configure any way you like. You have the menu, you have mute. Let's see, you also have now volume up and down. So you have a bunch of different settings in here. Now, in the app, you can go ahead and configure these. If there ever is a button not working, you can fix these in the app. So it's very user-friendly in that regard. Let's go back out of there. And so that is now showing. So that is how you add a device via Bluetooth. We showed via infrared and we showed via Wi-Fi. So 3 methods there. Now, let's go back and look at the app here for some other options here, just real quick to show you. The good news about this app and about how this whole system works is that you don't have to worry about, say you mess something up, you can always remove a device and re-add it. So it's really easy to do that. Also with the hub, you can always hit that pairing button, hold it down for 3 seconds and it blinks blue. You can re-add the hub at any time. So it's really, you're not stuck in anything. You could just re-add should you have any issues. Also, the booklet is very user-friendly. They have a QR code in there for any of the tutorials, for activities, if you want to add. There's so many things this thing does. There's 500,000 devices. You can use gaming consoles, Sonos, all the different apps out there, all different devices out there. You can customize them. different ports. You can make different activities happen. You have Google and you have Alexa support. Now there's no microphone button on the remote, unfortunately. However, you do have Alexa and Google support, so you can do the voice commands that way with your smart displays. So that's kind of nice. Also here now, we're going to show you a couple of other things. Let's go into Me here on the app. Go to settings for the X1S hub. They have a few different settings here. You have backup, pair with their new remote, find my remote. Let's go ahead and try that. And now the remote will beep, so you have the option. So with this here now, if you hit any key, it will stop the beep. So if you lose a remote, that's an option you have as well. You have sync remote, version info, check for updates for the app, firmware updates for remote, firmware update for the hub. So quite a few options here, very nice. Now, the thing about this device, it's a great device. It looks like it'll really clean up the clutter. You do have to have a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, maybe sit down on the couch. If you like to tinker with stuff, this may be the device for you. You have a lot of customization options, so that's good if you like macros and stuff like that and love the feeling of programming things to customize. This may be the device for you. We haven't really used much in the way of smart remotes. This is really the first one, so it is a nice experience. Have you used a smart remote before and looking for a new one? Let us know down below. What are your thoughts on this device? Are you thinking about picking one up? We do have the link in the description if you're interested. We have a coupon code in there for you if you want to pick one up. So check it out if you want to get a smart remote to remove all of the clutter. So check that out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and it was helpful and maybe helps you get an idea now on what a smart remote can do. Now, we didn't even touch it all. There's so much it can do. This device is really something else when it comes to all that it can do. If it's your first time here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops on CFL-TECH. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it helped you out. Freddy Tech checking out of this one. Soon to be back with another. Take care.